Hard hit ball to right, down for a base hit. Cal Raleigh around first, head to second. Here's the throw. He is out. Addison Barger dug it out of the corner and fired it on one hop to get Raleigh.
But I love when an outfielder uses the carpet, uses the turf. It makes it easier for the infielder to get the ball and put a nice tag.
Ben Williamson here at the plate. He pops this one up to the right side. Barger drifting over to the line, makes the catch.
Oh, big boy.
Rowdy Tellez
Go.
tagging in the third, and he's doubled up.
Rowdy was feeling a little bit faster than his body was willing to go. Barger just gets right behind it and shows off his arm. That's the second guy Barger's thrown out today. Does a good job. You get behind the baseball, let the momentum carry you forward, and then he uses the ground.
Lines the ball out to right center field. Barger charging in, dives, and he got it! What a catch from Addison Barger. Hopefully he's all right. He got all twisted and turned up on the ground.
Runner goes. And the pitch hit sharply. Diving stop by Barger. What a play! Addison Barger getting the start at third, playing way over towards short with a terrific play to take a base hit away from Casas. Neck of the woods. He's got a lot of family here, no doubt, and he rips it into right, a base hit. Here comes Bichette. Here comes Guerrero. Springer's going to be held at third. How about a two-run double for Addison Barger?
Well, what a terrific at-bat for the youngster. He jumped all over that pitch and ripped it past Rowdy Tellez all the way into deep right field.
Lined and caught at third by Barger. Saving a run and maybe two. Addison Barger is making things happen on both sides of the ball here tonight.
Call it a hot corner for a reason, and this is smoke. But he's right there, jumps and takes a hit away from Rodriguez.
Grounded through the right side, a base hit. Springer's getting the wave and will come in to score. Addison Barger has done it again.
Second RBI of the ball game, and what a big hit that is. Barger comes through again. That's a breaking ball that stays out over the plate, and he hooks it through the right side. Springer gets a good break on contact. Tavares out in right field has to play deep, so he doesn't have a chance to make a strong throw to the plate.
And he hits this one to deep right field. It's gone. A line drive home run for Addison Barger. His first of the season. And he just keeps doing what he's been doing. He is hitting the ball as hard as anybody. And here comes the production.
Well, what a swing on a 3-1 pitch. He is really in a groove right now.
Barger hits it high in the air to right field. And this one is gone. Breaking ball and hits it out to right. His second home run of the season, and the Blue Jays are on the board.
So much for the 0 for. He was 0 for 7 before he connects on that one, and it was a high pitch, and he really put a good swing on it.
Little ground ball to third. Barger can't come up with it. And now the race to the bag is on, and he's out. Osuna rounded the bag too far. Barger recovered and beat him to third base to tag him out and end the inning. What a weird play.
Yeah, and you can see the base runner was a distraction for Barger, but he's heads up and sees that Osuna went around the bag, and he tagged him to end the inning.
Here's Barger. A long way to right field for a home run. His third of the season, and the lead is now 5.
Addison Barger got a first pitch splitter, but it didn't do a whole lot. And we have seen him put on displays in batting practice, and that's what that one looked like.
So 1 on, 1 out for the number 3 hitter today, Addison Barger. Second time this season and in his career that Barger has hit third. And this one is going out in a hurry. He sees some of the skills a number 3 hitter would require, doesn't he? 428 feet, and it's a 1-run game. And he's hit it hard to deep right, and it is gone! What a series for Addison Barger. His 3rd home run in as many games, and this one gives the Blue Jays the lead.
Once again, Addison Barger gets a pitch right out over the plate. It's a first pitch fastball. And he gets around it and gets it in the air.
Now Addison Barger, who gets his first look at a right-hander tonight, faced Sanchez 3 times, 1 for 3. And high in the air to deep right field, and he has done it again. Man, oh man, is Addison Barger making some noise these days. 4 in as many games, and all 4, Joe, absolute no-doubters.
4-seam fastball at the top of the zone, but he was all over it.
So a man on for Addison Barger, who hits one an absolute ton to right field, and it is way out of here. He almost hit one out on a first pitch swing in the first. He pulled this one and left no doubt about it. A long homer for Addison Barger.
Wasting no time at all, and it's a fastball way at the top of the zone. We have seen him do this before. That was a no-doubter.
3-2. Rounded fair. Great stop. Barger unloads. They got him. A strong throw and a great pick by Guerrero at first to rob Byron Buxton.
Well, defense around this Blue Jays infield, and that'll bring John Schneider out. But what a play by Barger. And anytime he gloves a ball like this, what can't you wait for? It hit the base. You can't wait to see his arm. He fires across on one hop. Nice pick by Vladdy.
The 0-1 pitch, and Marte gets underneath it, sends it into the corner in right field, and over to make the snag on the run just before hitting that side wall is Addison Barger, 2 away.
How about that catch from Addison Barger? Had to deal with that tall wall out in foul territory down that right field line. Goes slamming into that fence. What a play from Addison Barger for the 2nd out.
Barger looking to end it on that fastball over the middle. Swing and a high drive! Right field! Way back! The Blue Jays win the game! Addison Barger, the hero tonight for Toronto, as the Blue Jays go back-to-back to walk off the Diamondbacks at home.
Vladdy drove in 3 tonight, but the big swings come late. It's Bo Bichette and Addison Barger back-to-back for the comeback kids.
And now it'll be Addison Barger hitting in the 2 spot again. And Barger sends one deep down the right field line. It is gone. He got every bit of that one for his 9th home run of the season, and the Blue Jays have the early lead.
You do not want to miss on the inner half of the plate to Addison Barger. He got the swinging strike on that cutter in there, but he comes back in there. This one looked like a slider, down and in, and he barreled it. There was no question about it.
Oh, 2 is hit to right field. Here comes Barger for the sliding catch. A couple of good plays by Addison Barger out in right field here in the bottom of the 3rd. Got a little clap from his pitcher Eric Lauer. Tied at 2 now at the end of 3. As he pops this one up, very shallow left field, and it's Barger to make the catch. That is a high degree of difficulty for a third baseman.
And as a third baseman, you are going to go up because of the alignment here. You were hoping for some help, but unfortunately Clement had a long ways to go. Clase did not quite get there, and Barger makes an over the shoulder. This is unbelievable. That is a very difficult play.
Infield back for the Yankees, and now Addison Barger straight away center, gone. What a start for the Blue Jays here tonight. 5 batters in, it's 5-0.
Sometimes the best thing to do after a big play like that double from Kirk is go up and look for a first pitch, and Addison Barger got a changeup that just did right down the middle. It didn't do a thing, and he drove it deep to center.
Addison Barger 2 for 2 with 2 doubles tonight. He's driven in a run. slider, and it's hammered to deep right, and it's gone. What a night Addison Barger is having, and what a force he has become in this offense.
What a season Addison Barger is having.
So now the 2-2. And it's in the air to right field. Barger setting up. He'll make the catch. Here comes Trout. Here comes the throw. And he is out at the plate. Addison Barger throws out Mike Trout at home plate.
Mike Trout called out at home. A double play that will end the inning. 9-2 double play on an outfield assist from Addison Barger. The Angels get a run on 2 hits. Lead 1-0 after the top of the first.
So 2 outs, and it's Addison Barger. And it gets into right, and the Blue Jays will win it. Addison Barger with a base hit into right field, and the winning streak is 7 as they beat the Angels in extra innings for the 2nd game in a row. The 3rd walk-off hit for Addison Barger, and that RBI single proves to be the winning hit for the Blue Jays. Addison Barger, and it's another win for the Blue Jays. Barger won it with his bat yesterday and helped save it with his glove here today.
My goodness, Addison Barger with an incredible play off Joe Adell's bat. Jeff Hoffman continues to look like the closer that he was early on in this season, and this Blue Jays run continues, Ben. My goodness.
1-2. And Barger hits a fly ball to deep right field, and this one is gone. Their 3rd home run of the game. Number 12 on the season for Addison Barger. It is 5-1.
Addison catches this pitch out front and hammers it into the seats.
Barger drives it. Right center field and deep. Head into the hill. It's gone. 2-run shot for the Blue Jay third baseman, and it's a ball game again at 6-3. 448 feet.
He looked very in control that at-bat, where the first 2 at-bats he looked out of control. Great adjustment. Blue Jays are right back in it.
So we get underway in the bottom of the 2nd. The pitch to Addison Barger, hit over the mound and rolling into center field, a base hit.
Addison Barger had a base hit his first time up, and he's got another. Pretty similar to where the first ball went.
Sometimes you say a hitter will come out of his shoes. Addison comes out of his helmet with some swings.
Barger lines the ball to right center. And this one is going to get to the wall. Bichette is going to be held on the double by Barger. And it's runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. And another hit for Barger. He is 4 for 4.
There's bad ball hitting, and then there's what they're doing. Barger crushes one to right field. Into the 2nd level. Man, a monstrous home run. And it's 7-2 Jays.
Never a doubt about this ball. This was just a sweeper that just came right into his bat. Had a lot about mid-thigh high and flat, and his eyes lit up when he saw that ball come right out of Bivens' hand.
Line drive right center field. And he's going to be running for a while. Guerrero is in to score. Bichette behind him. It is a triple for Barger to drive it a couple and make it 8-1.
That's why you do it. More and more experience for a young player with all of his talent is just going to continue to help him develop as a very good young hitter in this league.
In the air down the right field line. Barger still racing after it, and does he have it? He does.
Let's watch him right here. This is where he loses it, right there. But then he finds it again. And for Addison, luckily there's not a whole lot of wind. Now off the bat of a right-handed batter, that ball is going to continue slicing toward the seats. Accelerates and slides into just the side of that fence there. What a play by Barger.
Was driven in by Davis Schneider, as now Barger sends it to center. It's deep, and it's gone. First pitch swinging to the very deepest part of the ballpark here. Addison Barger with a 2-run homer, and all of a sudden the Blue Jays are back within 1.
We talked about teams kind of using that inner lane against Barger, and you got 1 of 2 options. You can either try and cheat out front and get to it, or you can take it. Well, what happens if the ball nestles right down the middle, down on a breaker? That's exactly what happened to Barger, and he just put a charge into it.
3-2 again. Hit hard down the right field line. And that ball is gone. Boy, it got out of here in a heartbeat as Barger hits his 16th home run of the season to make it 9-3.
You got it just high enough to get over the wall, but that's the type of ball that's going to hurt somebody. A line shot that gets out to right.
Guys as well. And Barger hits the next pitch. Deep to right again and out of here again. Peppering the right field stands right now. The Blue Jays homer on back-to-back pitches. It's 5-2 in the 6th.
Now Addison Barger gets one deep in the air to right center, and it's gone! They go back-to-back to take the lead.
That's the 9th time this season the Blue Jays have gone back-to-back. Addison Barger, that's the 4th time he's been involved in a back-to-back situation this year. How about Guerrero, the veteran, and Barger, the youngster, going deep here in the 8th.
To right field, Barger going back, turns and has to play it off the wall. Heim will be held at third, throw to second, and they got him. Addison Barger throws out Josh Smith. Trying to stretch a single into a double. The second outfield assist for the Blue Jays here this afternoon.
Gotta throw that pitch again, don't you?
Line drive, right center field, and caught by Barger. Get the ball to second, they turn 2 and they will. What a great catch by Barger, and it's a double play. Now a run came in as tagging at third and scoring was Gasper, but the Blue Jays will take that to get a couple of outs. Ripped to right center field. Off the wall. Kirk is in to score. Springer's rounding third, and he'll score. Addison Barger delivers.
That's why I loved that 2-0 swing. It was a slider down and in. He swung and missed, but I liked the aggressive nature. That's who he is.
Nice catch by Barger at the hot corner.
That is coming in hot. And Addison Barger was up to it. Gets down there in a hurry. Very hard hit ball off the bat of Monasterio. Just a step to his right and up.
Ahead 1-2 on Friedel. And this is line to right. Barger going over, and he's got it. Makes a great sliding catch and gets it back into the infield. 2 down.
He saved 1 run for sure, maybe 2. If he dives for this and it gets past, both runners are going to come in to score.
Well hit ball to deep right field. And gone! An absolute screamer into the seats in right. And Barger has tied this game with a 2-run homer.
4th home run that Littell has given up tonight. And that's been a big problem in the Blue Jays. They've really come up big with big swings of the bat. Springer gets a base hit with 1 out, sets the table for Addison Barger.
There goes Dominguez. And it's a line drive to right field and a diving catch by Barger. The runner coming home and will score. Chisholm tagged up. So it's a sac fly and a run for the Yankees, but Barger just saved extra bases.
Boy, he sure did. That gets by him. It goes all the way to the wall, and the Yankees are going to score another run. What a great effort by Barger.
Diving stop at third by Barger. What a play.
Well, we'll put a little red star on that play again, as Addison Barger has really done a great job at third base.
Line to third, and what a play by Barger. His 2nd great defensive play already here today.
Yeah, the defense has really been on their toes, and it helps that the pitcher's throwing so many strikes so often. You always anticipate the ball being put into play. And what another nice play by Barger at third base.
2 now on Barger. High fly ball to deep right field. Back goes Beavers. It is gone. Up over the Orioles pen, number 20 on the season for Addison Barger.
So for the Blue Jays offense to get going, but what a season Addison Barger has put together. 20 home runs and 68 RBIs for the youngster in his first full season.
This is well hit, slicing down the left field line, and it drops in fair. Springer in to score. Lucas right behind him. Guerrero on his way to the plate, and it's a 3-run double for Addison Barger.
Well, it's not a grand slam, but it clears the bases. And credit Vladdy Guerrero busting it from first base, coming all the way around to score. He's at first base. This splitter's a good pitch, and Barger stays on it. Now it's just a question of whether or not it's going to be fair. But look at the train coming in. Springer, Lucas, and Vladdy with a head-first slide.
Grounded down to third. Diving stop by Barger, and he throws him out. What a great play by Addison Barger.
Absolutely terrific. I mean, that's a classic third baseman's play. Dives to his left, pops to his feet, and then doesn't have time to get on top of it and use the arm strength. Throws from the side right on the money to Vladdy.
So Varsho remains at first, 2 down, and here's Addison Barger. There goes Varsho again, and Barger launches one way back in right center and gone. And how nice is that to see Addison Barger get in on it? Getting his power stroke going again would be another huge boost for this offense.
And for Addison, that's his first home run since the 13th of September against the Orioles.
Bounces one left side. Riley's headed home. Barger's throw is there. The tag from Kirk, and he's out. Addison Barger throws home, and they cut down Cal Riley.
Well, the only player you couldn't hit it to that softy and not get a play at the plate. When you're at third base, you're reading the ball to see if that's a ball that they can turn for 2, or you force the action at home, and he was forcing the action at home.
They've got the Jays with 10% chance to have a 5th home run tonight, tie a postseason team record. Oh, baby!
There's
100% chance. Google nailed it.
Did they?
Barger goes deep. His first home run of the postseason. And it's 13-4. Barger, he does it in his hometown. He's born here in Seattle. Yeah, and the Mariners building something here with 2 gone. Punches a base hit the other way. Polanco heads for the plate. Barger's got a cannon. His throw goes to third in time, but the run scores.
Wow, you cannot get thrown out at third there.
Addison Barger, one of the strongest arms in baseball. He averages 96 miles per hour with his throws from the outfield. He cuts down Naylor at third, but a 2-out base hit from Suarez brings in Polanco to make it 5-2. Rivas in the air to right field. Barger on the run, makes a diving catch. And Addison Barger having the time of his life out there roaming right field. He's got an outfield assist. He's got a diving play. The guy that grew up dreaming of being the next Ichiro, doing his best impression in Seattle. Crawford aboard, can zone up. He hooks a line drive right field. Barger comes on, makes a sliding catch. And you'd never know that this guy hadn't played right field in a month.
This ball was sinking too, and he did a nice job getting to it. When he gets up, he's like, really? I'm going to throw you out.
Yeah, right. You can careful. He's touched 100 with a throw from the outfield this year. From 0-2 to 2-2 on Barger. Goes up to get it, bangs a base hit to right. Blue Jays on the board first. It's a second inning burst, and it's 1-0 Toronto as Barger drives in Varsho.
That splitter hung right there, almost on a tee, and now Gilbert's finding himself in a really tough spot. And we know what this lineup can do and how many times they can put up a crooked number.
It can turn into a tidal wave. Boy, this would be a huge run here. Logan Gilbert 1 out away from having a clean inning, and now he's looking at runner at third, 2 out.
Lifts one in the air, right center field. It is gone. Bases empty, 2 outs. 3 pitches later, 2 runs are in.
You literally could draw a line down the middle of the plate and put a coffee can in the center of it, and that's where most of those pitches that catch that part of the plate are not being missed by the Toronto Blue Jays.
Barger sends a towering drive, right center field. Kiss it goodbye. And Barger has connected on a grand slam to break open game 1 and start this place shaking.
Well, he hit a fly ball, and he guaranteed his teammate was going to come up, but I didn't see a situation where his teammate might come up with nobody on. And that grand slam, wow.
Scherzer throws. Smith pokes into right field, base hit. They look to take immediate advantage. Barger's got a cannon. His throw's perfect. He's out at home. Addison Barger puts it on a dime from 250 feet away. And it remains 2-0. Addison Barger with a 99-mile-per-hour throw to end the inning.
Best part about that was he took his time. Everybody would rush it and throw it offline. He did not do that.
2 on, 2 out. Barger. Ground ball left side. Past Mookie Betts, and it's 6-1. A 4th spot for the Jays in the 7th.
Well, what happens with Blake Trinan when you're not 100% is that sinker that is so nasty, has a bowling ball drop off the table effect. It's just not as effective.
Bottom of the 6th. Shohei Ohtani leads off 1-2. A shot to right field. That is a diving catch from Barger. Addison Barger, it's not just been the bat from him. He's been awesome defensively as well.
Yeah, this one's trying to dive down, and he just gets a great jump on it. Angles the glove perfectly, making him do that.